afternoon, folks. Well, welcome to the EVES auction room here. We're not here for a 1 o'clock update, we're here for a 4 o'clock sell down. So, great opportunity, and just like to say thanks very much for assisting us and working with us and maintaining the social distancing and that in terms of the COVID regulations. Of course, we do trust that you have registered as you came in, scanned the QR code, and of course, plenty of sanitising facilities around the office. And out in reception for you as well. My name is Graham Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings today because we've just got 2 properties here for you this afternoon. Both properties, the options have been brought forward clearly because of the level of interest that's witnessed here by the number of you here today. I've got Robin, she's looking after all the technology of the auction room. So we don't hold you up too long, folks. Just quickly run through the documentation. You've heard buy today, folks, on the basis that we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority, and of course they were available on the stand just outside the auction room as you made your way in here as well. So that booklet there certainly gives you all the information that you need to make sure that you are fully aware that you bid and buy at an auction on a cash unconditional basis. Of course, as it's standard right throughout the country, you're deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So, to the contract of sale that we take you now, been widely circulated in draft form, and again, finalised copies available in the stand out there in the reception area for you as well. Buyers, you've had the opportunity to peruse that document, so on that basis, I'm going to assume that you have read, understood, and accept the entirety of it, except this portion here on the front page, which we've superimposed in blue for you. That covers off the conduct of today's auction. So just a couple of differences there, a couple of variations to what is detailed on the front page of the contract. The owners, yes, they have set reserve price, and subject to that being reached or exceeded, the highest bidder will be the new owner here today. But that reserve price has been set at the level of the pre-auction contract, and when it comes time to invite your bidding and give you the opportunity to buy it, I will disclose the level of the pre-auction contract and give you that opportunity to bid on from there. Robin will put it up on the screen. She will put it up in the slot up there that says opening bid. Just need to clarify, it's not actually an opening bid when we disclose that figure. It's just putting it up there so you can see it and make your decisions from there. Any bidding onwards from that, the auction is then live and the property will be sold to the highest bidder. There will be no vendor bidding today, folks. No vendor bidding. It's entirely up to you that are here in the room or, of course, on the telephone. So any disputed bidding, I'll simply resolve that by re-offering the property at the last undisputed bid. It's certainly not my intention to limit your what you're prepared to pay for the property either. And immediately on the completion of the auction, signified obviously by the fall of the hammer, your 2 obligations today are, of course, to complete that contract, sign it. So we need your autograph on that, and of course part with a little bit of your hard-earned cash being 10% of the purchase price that we established here today, and of course that forms the deposit. The balance is then payable on settlement date. So I take the opportunity to welcome viewers watching via the live stream, folks. Don't worry too much about it. For those of you who didn't hear, the camera up there in the ceiling, it's only on me and the screen for clarity for our viewers watching via the live stream. It's not on you, but I take the opportunity of welcoming those viewers watching via the live stream and be happy to answer any questions at this juncture. No questions? Okay, moving straight on to our first property here, number 1 Cambridge Road, making its way up the front of the room here. Phil Richardson from our Cherrywood office doing a great job out there, presenting to you this property here. Certainly a good family home with the dual living areas created by that upstairs lounge and of course that downstairs rumpus area as well. Now this property, I think it's only about a week on the market there, so that just gives you an indication of the popularity of this particular property. It's covered off as in the legal aspects of it as a freehold estate. 657 square metres of land, more or less, is what you buy, and that is all described in Record or Title SA 24C Folio 375. And we did have an original telephone bidding authority. Does that still stand? Does it there? Oh, it still stands. So we do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one. 20 working days is our settlement date, but flexibility around that as well. And the chairman's list as circulated on the original contract. Any additions, deletions to that? So no changes, all as you see there up on the screen, folks. So you've got that high stud ceiling of the varnished timber, certainly gives you a bit of character throughout the home as well. If you've got the large fence section, I think this is probably one of the added benefits of this particular property, is having that nice generous size 657 square metre site there, ideal for family. And of course you've got that new large, approximately 60 square metre garage as well. The large deck with the elevation, so you get some views, as you can see there on the screen there. You get harbour decks as well, and sort of course, as the darkness falls on, the city lights sort of start dancing into life, so a very enjoyable outlook for you as well. So without further ado, the auction, as I said, has been brought forward. The owner is in contract. That contract was signed at $860,000. Anything over $860,000 gives you the opportunity to bid and buy here today. That's the $5,000 rights. Your opportunity is here, folks. Auction's been brought forward just for your opportunity here. 860-000, the pre-auction contract. Perhaps a 2.5 to get you put yourself back in front. You can take a single, folks, otherwise it's gone. Not here to dilly-dally. First call now for any advance on $860,000. Second time, third, final chance for you, better outs. Well, Phil, being no further bids, I now declare the property sold with $860,000. Congratulations to our sellers, congratulations to our buyers that took the pre-auction contract line. Everybody's here for this one, then, Jason. Jason Hyde-Hills from our Cherrywood office also has been marketing this property at number 23 Columba Place. Certainly an absolutely immaculately presented home, and we take the opportunity of hats off and compliments to our vendors in their presentation of the property. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate. Again, 771 square metres of land this one offers you, all described in record of title SA 20C folio 1319. Now the black and gold animal curtains in the second bedroom do not stay. So vendors are taking those with them. Okay, we also have telephone bidding authorised on this one as well, folks, and a settlement date 40 working days from today's date, or such other date is mutually agreed between the parties. A bit of flexibility there, Jason. Very comprehensive chattels list, apart from the curtains in the second bedroom. Any other additions, deletions, no changes there. So, of course, a great advantage of this particular property, folks, is the two outdoor entertaining areas as well. So visualise yourselves, the temperatures are starting to warm up now. Certainly had a nice warm weekend, didn't we? I know my pool has jumped up about 2 or 3 degrees over the last couple of weeks, so that's where you're going to spend the maximum time in the summer months ahead with the family getting certainly private, super sunny out the back there as well, so certainly some wonderful fun times ahead of the new owner here. Interior, you've got the open plan living with the rake ceilings in the lounge area to enjoy. Again, those rake ceilings bring a little bit of character to the home as well. You've got the modern kitchen and bathroom as well, so certainly one of those homes well suited for a young family, and you've got loads of off-street parking with the property as well, and of course a home that offers you a very impressive Balinese theme as well. So in your hands, buyers, we've obviously got a lot of interest in the property here. The owners are in contract. That contract was signed at $1,050,000. That's a $10,000 rise on top if you wish. Thank you, sir. At $1,060,000 we go now. At $1,060,000. The new owner here on the left-hand side here at $1,060,000 to $1,070,000 straight back now. Did we say 80 for you there, sir? In front here at $1,070,000. Are we in or out now? $1,080,000 we go now. At $1,080,000 it is. $1,090,000 should we say then? At $90,000 it is. 1.1 your turn there. Should we go there quickly now, sir? At $1,090,000. It's back in front here. Take a 5 if it's going to help you. Here's your opportunity now at $1,090,000 back here on the left-hand side. What about you folks on the right? Don't let me leave you out. At $1,090,000, take a five if it'll help you. 2.5 might even do it, sir. Shall we try that? If they go again, you haven't spent anything, but that extra 2.5 might just buy the property. Otherwise, I sell down here at $1,090,000. Maybe even a lazy single if you can dig deep into the bottom of the pocket there. Even take a $500 bid, so I can't be any fairer than that. At $1,090,000, I sell away down here. Who's called now at $1,090,000 quickly before it goes? The hammer's up. Second time, are we in or out? Third, final opportunity. Out it goes then. It's going. Those folks at So thanks for your attendance, folks. Pop back tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. We've got another 3 properties there, or we've got another 19 on Thursday.